Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Deep Dive. I am super excited today because we have our August influencer of the month with us today, and it is no other than the DeFi Dad. You all have heard him on the podcast. I'm sure you've seen some of his videos on his channel, and he's working with us this month to create a bunch of content for you guys all on DeFi. So, welcome, DeFi Dad. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, hey Diana, thank you for having me, and honored you chose me. So yeah,
Oh.
excited to be a part of this.
Thank you so much. So, for this first video, I thought we would kick it off by just giving people a very basic background understanding of what DeFi is and why it's important. So, to start us off, why don't you just tell everybody who isn't familiar with what is decentralized finance or DeFi as we call it?
Yeah, so this is a little bit more challenging without having spoken to someone first about like what's your background in finance, what do you know about banking in general. But let's think of the largest audience here. So I think of DeFi as it is banking, but without a bank. It is financial services that normally are powered by money software. So automated software that normally it runs on a blockchain like Ethereum, and it enables us in most cases to be able to save time, save money, and do things financially that we otherwise would need to use middlemen for. And so, DeFi today mirrors, a lot of use cases in traditional financial services like lending and borrowing and trading. But one of the key differences is with DeFi, you are able to participate and access these decentralized financial services without asking permission. So you use something like MetaMask, some sort of we call them Web3 wallets, and you are able to basically connect your wallet and start to lend and borrow and trade and so on. And that's radical because we're talking about anyone in the world with any amount of money being able to access the same financial services. So really DeFi to me is about equal access for everyone to the same like sort of array of digital financial services.
I think that is an awesome introduction. I just want to break that apart a little bit because one thing I realized when I started learning about DeFi is how little I understood about our traditional financial system. And I think a lot of people out there are in the same boat that I was in. And so the key things that you said just there, the one thing is you don't have to ask for permission. So let's talk about that point a little bit. When you say that, what do you mean? Like, who do we have to ask for permission in the legacy financial world? And then how does that change in DeFi?
Yeah. I mean, you could give a really simple example where if I wanted to go open up a checking and savings account, I have to normally show like my ID. If I live in the United States, I have like a driver's license or a passport. And then I normally have to provide all sorts of other information like my address and, phone number, things like that that reveal some private information about who I am. The problem with this is that it's something that prevents many people from accessing the same sorts of financial services that others would. And I think history tells the story of, for example, lots of minority groups not having access to the same financial services from banks. And so what I love about DeFi is you're just using software, and it's the right way to classify it is it's open source software. So basically, it's free software that anyone can download, and so we're connecting a wallet. We're going to a website. So the hurdle to overcome here is having an internet connection, having enough technical knowledge to understand how to like download some software, and then I guess having the bravery to try this out. And that to me is like it's very simple, but it's radical for so many people in the world who have historically not had access to those sorts of banking services.
For sure, for sure. And we've talked about this on the podcast before and in past videos about how replacing banks and human beings with technology, a smart contract can really help to reduce bias and level the playing field for everybody. So I'm really glad that you brought that point up. Well, thank you so much, DeFi Dad. This was a great introduction to DeFi. We will be back again soon with another episode where we'll dive into all of the use cases for DeFi that exist today, as well as future use cases. We'll get to hear DeFi Dad's favorite use cases of DeFi. And so make sure you go on DeFi Dad's YouTube channel to check out the next video, come back for the third video, and go back to DeFi Dad's channel for the last video. So thank you so much for watching, and we will be back again soon.
Bye, everyone.